season is up and running, and I couldn't leave you alone in this cold and cruel world without comforting meal. And today I'm making one of my absolute favorite soups. It's called Tanapoor, or it's also called sapas. The same soup called differently. And it's made super simple. All you need is regular yogurt, or I'm using strained yogurt. Anything, no difference. With strained yogurt it just tastes more creamier and it never curdles. With regular yogurt, possible curdling, but you can always fix it. I'll let you know at the end. Also, you will need 1 egg, but I find that this soup works even without the egg addition, but traditionally it's made with egg, so I'll let it be. I will need some flour, regular all-purpose flour, and you will choose either rice, long grain rice, or I'm using whole wheat, soft white wheat, which I soaked in hot water about an hour or so, because you know it gets more softer and easy to cook. That's why. From greens, preferably cilantro. Some use mint, and also optionally, but preferably, scallions. I'm gonna fry them slightly at the end with butter or oil, whichever you prefer. Salt will be at the end, and hot boiling water. And what do we do? Okay, crack the egg. Easy enough. Slightly beat it up. I'll use the entire jar of strained yogurt. I have barely half jar left, but no one can see. You can use an entire jar, and basically for the liquid part you go according to to your preference of like more liquidy, more like soupy, or more thick. And also you will be adding some flour to thicken it, so keep that in mind. Mix it together nice and smooth. No lumps left. And I'm adding about a tablespoon of flour. And since I forgot to bring my tablespoon, it's okay. One more last stir. I'll strain the water. I like this. It's about 1/3 of a cup. I never measure it, but I'll put down the recipe down below this video. I'm adding to my yogurt mixture, mixing just a little bit more to incorporate. Babe, you wanna mix this? No, see, he quit. And slowly but surely I'm adding my water. Just a little bit at a time. Remember, you have 1 whole egg in there. You don't want to cook it immediately. You want to cook it slowly. Almost there. I'm adding about 5 cups of water. And you're going to stir this the whole time, but I never stir it the whole time. Once in a while I just come up and stir a little bit, but when I was a little, very beautiful girl, my mom used to make me strictly mix this soup. I mean, it would curdle if you won't stir it the whole time, but with strained yogurt and hot water, you don't have to mix it all the way. So I'll mix this a little bit, bring it to a boil, and we're almost there. as they start to boil, you reduce the heat. Leave it like that. Some say if you leave your wooden spoon inside the soup, it will never curdle. But if it still happens to curdle, grab your electric mixer and pass it a couple of times. It will come together nicely and smoothly. And while this is cooking, and you cook it until the wheat is cooked fully. I like it slightly crunchy, that's why I never overcook it. And while that's cooking, I'll make sauteed green onions. Some people use regular onion to saute and add it, but I don't understand how one can swallow those onions in their soupas. I just don't like the taste of regular onion. So I'll add this, a good chunk of butter to this, 50 grams, or I don't know, how many grams would you prefer? Just go accordingly to your preference. Adding the butter and sauteing this a couple of minutes until the onions are slightly browned. You don't want to overcook them, or else they'll taste terrible. Unless you really enjoy terrible tasting onions. Again, go according to your preferences. We have a guest. Hello, my guest. Arka, was it cold? Yeah. He's wearing his summer shoes with this jacket, winter jacket. It's normal for our kids. They can never concentrate what they want in this life. A few minutes. This is ready, see? The onions are still green. You don't want them to brown completely. I'm adding it to my apush, my soup. I'm just trying to rinse my pan. Okay, I'm gonna check if the wheat is cooked fully. It's nice and crunchy. I don't want to overcook it because every time you preheat your soup, the wheat continues cooking and eventually it becomes very soft. But that's okay. So I turn this off. I'm adding my salt to taste always and forever. And this is ready. Fresh cilantro on the top, and I like it with some fresh bread. I'll show you how I taste it. Don't worry. Supik. Apur. Tanapoor. You wanna try? Che. He says no in Armenian. He doesn't want you to know. He doesn't like my soups. Arka, what happened?
I don't like it.
Oh, it's okay. He prefers, show people what you prefer instead of soup.
Skittles and candy.
Skittles and candy. He's a regular, normal child. So this is my soup. And cilantro, fresh. You can simply crush it like this. The more the taste is better. Aram, we need to take a picture before I dig in. Or maybe I'll pour another one. No, I want to try it first. Oh, and I prefer this with a squeeze of lemon, and we don't have a lemon. This is my freshly baked sourdough bread. And yes, I'm planning on making bread as well, so just in case you were asking, a little bit. First, try like this. It's amazingly delicious. This is so good. It's like the queen of comfort soups, Tanapoor. I will leave the recipe down below this video, recipe link. Try it, let me know whether you loved it or fell in love with this soup. I'll wait. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.